So this video was gonna be me going out for a run with the Insta360 GO and making this sort of running vlog, but based on the fact that this video is not that, the answer to the question, is the Insta360 GO good for making running vlogs, is simply no. But hold on, because that doesn't mean that the Insta360 GO is a bad camera. Hell, it might even be able to do a lot of things that bigger, more expensive cameras wouldn't be able to do. And it's just good to kind of manage your expectations when you're gonna buy this really small, inexpensive, and really nice camera. So hey everyone, my name is Guus, that's G-U-U-S, and today I'm answering the question, what did I find out about the Insta360 GO when trying to use it for recording longer conversational style running vlogs? And that's apart from the fact that the Go isn't great for making these kinds of videos. Let's get more into the specifics, right? So let me first show you the little setup that I had going during this vlog, or this attempt to make a vlog, because that was the headband right here. This is a headband I have myself, but I have the headband attachment or the cap attachment right here with it, and the Go just clips right in, and that's how I mainly carry my Insta360 GO. So I don't have it in the charging case, I actually just have it attached to my forehead. Whenever I want to record something, I just press the button and it starts recording. It's that simple. Now for the more vlogging related parts where I'm filming myself or I want to quickly put the camera somewhere else, I use the pivot mount attached to this little tripod that I got with some sort of phone gadget at some point. It works really well, it fits perfectly in like the little running pocket that you have in a lot of running pants. So that's also what I also always take with me. And then of course the Insta360 GO, the camera itself, let me take it out. So this is the camera itself that goes in the pivot mount and also in the headband. And then I did bring the charging case because I was scared that I was gonna run out of battery, and well, let's find out if I did, I guess. And the first problem that I ran into is exactly this. And then, I mean, it couldn't have happened on a better day that actually the train passed. This running and talking to the camera at the same time, it's something I'll really have to practice if I want to do this more, because... So yeah, sometimes the Go just stops recording, and I think that often this is because of the battery life, but I've also had some other problems where it almost can't be the battery life. Like yesterday I went out for a run for another video, and also there after about 10 minutes of recording, so I had recorded about 10 1-minute clips, it would just not record clips longer than 1 or 2 seconds. And I think there it had to do with the temperature of the Go. So I do need to experiment a little bit longer. I think on my run that I went for trying to record with the Go, it was the battery life, because after putting it in the case and having it in my pocket for a little bit, I could take it out, record a bit more. But yesterday, I really don't believe that it was the battery life, and I think the cold might also have an effect on the Go and how long it is able to record for. So I'm gonna experiment a little bit more with this, and I will update you by publishing more videos about the Insta360 GO, but I'll also leave a little comment below this video, and I'll update the description of this video if I find out more about why the Go suddenly stops recording. Now of course you do also have the recording limit of 1 minute, and if you want to record in FPV mode, which is not advised for these kinds of videos, you have a recording limit of max 5 minutes, but often the Go will get overworked or overheated in this mode, and then it becomes very unpredictable because it might just suddenly stop after, I don't know, 3 minutes and 22 seconds. And that's what you have in general. Even if you have it set to 1 minute recording, you're not gonna count for yourself, so when do you exactly know when the Go is gonna stop recording? And you might just be mid-sentence still talking to it. So the Go does get a little bit obnoxious when recording because of its unpredictability when recording. Then something I almost ran into a couple of times, but luckily never completely, is the limited internal memory of the Insta360 GO, because you only have 8 gigabytes of internal memory. Now the Go does only record in 1080p maximum. So to some degree 8 gigabytes should be enough, but I think if you go for longer runs, let's say frequently recording on runs that are more than an hour, for instance, then you might start running into problems, because when I came back from the attempt run, so to call it, the event that we just quickly forget about, I had about 7 gigabytes used, and that was a run of about an hour for me, and then I didn't even record the last part because I had just given up on it. So yeah, the memory of the Insta360 Go is not gonna allow you to record that much. And then my last negative about the Insta360 Go is something that I also already pointed out, and that is that the maximum recording quality of the Go is 1080p. And this is not super high quality 1080p either. It's good enough for personal videos or even small snippets of bigger YouTube videos, but I think if you start publishing full videos all recorded on the Insta360 Go, you're gonna run into some problems where the quality is just subpar, you know, kind of low YouTube quality, and it kind of takes away from the experience. And the microphone in the Insta360 Go also isn't great. It's not terrible, it picks up your voice just fine in most situations, but the volume is very low and there's some self noise in the microphone. So this is noise that's not produced by the surroundings, it's noise that is produced by the microphone itself. And depending on how low the volume of the microphone is, you're gonna have to boost this, of course, and then you're also boosting the noise, so it might become very prominent in your video. And this is something I noticed when recording some of the little clips talking to the Insta360 Go, because sometimes it's fine because your voice is loud enough, you don't have to boost it a whole lot, and the next time I felt like I was doing the exact same thing, hopefully getting the same volume, but then the volume would be much lower, but the noise would be at the same level, so I'd have to boost the microphone volume much more in post-production, which would then result in having more noise. So that's something I want to really quickly show you. Here's some footage from that run, a bunch of different shots, and you're gonna notice that even though I boosted the levels of the microphone the same amount, the volume is gonna be different between clips, and also the noise levels are gonna be different. So here's some clips, be your own judge. Now this is the moment of truth, of course. How well is it gonna work vlogging with this absolutely tiny camera? Specifically the microphone is what I'm worried about actually. It's a bit windy here and I think the camera has like, I don't know, 30 centimeters from my face. What we have right here is actually really interesting. There are some old engravings into these stones. So they tried coloring them red just to make them a bit clearer. But I'm sure if you look around here, you are going to be able to find some that are actually not colored in. But if we look at some of the things, there's what looks like boats, lots of boats. Yep, another boat. Maybe that's a boat, I'm not sure. Anyway, it looks like somebody was designing boats here. Gotta love some brand new asphalt. They've been working on the road here actually. So every time I'm running here, ooh, it looks really nice now, but every time I've been coming here over the past months or so, every time I'm wondering, will I be able to cross here? So, because you know, sometimes they might be working on the road and you might not be allowed to cross. This is probably my favorite area around here, especially for running, and that is this train bridge right here. Just the way you see the tracks right next to you, and then this really small boardwalk just next to it for bikes and for foot, of course. And then we have some sort of water works on that side. What I have right now is I have the Go just stuck to a metal door, and that also works really well. I tried putting it out of the wind for a bit. Hopefully that increases the audio quality just a little bit. That was probably my last little detour slash stop on this run. This little tower viewing point that's right here. I wish I could tell you more about it because it's really cool, but I have no clue why it's here. So after all these negatives, why do I love the Insta360 GO? And it's very simple, it's just such a unique camera with so many possibilities, and it's so lightweight, it's relatively cheap, and it's just so small. You just put it in a pocket, you attach it to your forehead, you'll be able to use a bunch of the accessories that it comes with and get a bunch of really cool and unique shots. What I think the Insta360 GO is great for is B-roll footage. And this is actually what I've been using it for most of the time. So I will often record my videos with this camera, which is not a big camera, it's just my phone to be honest. But then I will go out for my run, take the GO with me, take some really cool shots and make this little montage with music in the background, just kind of showing off my run in half a minute to a minute, having a couple of shots, and that's what the GO works for really well. And I think it even does work for some short vlog segments, but I would try to stick to that 1 minute limit just to kind of take away from the unpredictability. And then also don't record too much, because then you might go and run into the volume problem that I talked about before. So as I said in the beginning, the Insta360 GO is not great for recording long conversational style running vlogs, but it's good for so many other use cases that I think it's still worth it, especially for its price and having all its unique features. But that's where this video ends. So in case you enjoyed it, be sure to let me know in the comments down below, and also by liking this video. You can also stick around by subscribing to my YouTube channel, because I will be sticking around and making more and more videos about technology, about running, about lifestyle, or ideally a mix mash of those three, because those are the things that interest me the most. But thank you so much for watching. Just keep on rolling and you'll see me again in the next video. Bye bye.